Hey guys, I'm here to do a November book review, and the book review is going to be on For One More Day by Mitch Albom. I've already read one of his books, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, but it was back in like maybe 9th grade, 8th grade, so it was a really long time ago, barely remember half of it. So I wanted to try out one of his books, but I didn't want to start with that one, so I figured this would be the best one. And so far, I am really impressed with Mitch Albom. So let's start talking about the book, shall we? This book is about a guy named Charlie Bento, and he is wanting to commit suicide because his only daughter will not allow him to go to her wedding because she's so ashamed of him, and because he's a drunk and he does nothing with his life and he's failed and he feels horrible. So he's living on his own now, and he wants to go to his childhood home to kill himself. And when he's there, when he goes into his childhood home for the first time in a long time, he finds that his dead mother, who died 8 years earlier, or 8 years prior, is standing in the kitchen making eggs. And he's very confused, and it kind of starts off there, and it's really, really interesting. I was very blown away with how interesting this book is. So let me get started by talking about what I liked about it. First of all, since I was already talking about it, the interesting factor. This book had so much interest for me because I like talking about afterlife kind of things and theories, because I honestly don't know. I don't have a thought on it. I just like hearing about other people's thoughts and theories for it. So that was really interesting. And then also, again, the cover is pretty kind of cool. It's definitely his signature kind of cover. But the story and the characters really meshed in this book really, really, really well. Because the story is told kind of everywhere. It's not very linear. It's told by memories. So it just kind of jumps around back and forth, but it still stays in this sort of organization by starting from early childhood all the way up to his life now. So you start to really learn about him and how he used to be and what made him be what he is that to this day when reading this, and it's really interesting, and at the same time you get to find out about the stuff that's going on with him and his mother, and I don't know, this story is really, really interesting. And also, this isn't very long. It took me like 4 or 5 days to read. It went really, really, really fast. The book was just really, really captured me so much. This is going to be on my bookshelf forever, and I'm going to make sure that my children's read this book, because it's going to be a really good book. It's a really good book. And it's not like it was a good book because it was like a thriller or anything, but it was like real life mixed with afterlife, but it didn't feel like a ghost story or anything. I don't know, it's really, really interesting, so I think you should check it out if you haven't already. Characters are so dynamic, this story is so dynamic, the theme of it all is so dynamic, and then everything just meshes in this way that just blows your mind. So if you have not heard of this book or hadn't heard about Mitch Albom, then totally check it out. I will have a link to this book below, so if you want to check it out on Shelfari or Goodreads or whatever, you can check it out down below in the Down in My Pants bar. So now I'll just tell you what the star rating is for this, and I'm going to be giving it 5 out of 5 stars because it was so good. Oh my gosh, I know, I give too many books 5 out of 5 stars, don't I? But I just pick up the good ones. Why am I going to pick up a bad book if I already heard it's bad? Anyway, so 5 out of 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, For One More Day by Mitch Albom. If you haven't already picked up this book, or it's not already on your TBR list for sometime soon, totally put it on there. It's a great family story, especially in Thanksgiving times. So I'm really, really happy I read it this month. Next I'm going to be reading Winter Girls by Lori Halse Anderson, and so far I'm still having a hard time getting into it like I always do. But I will stay tuned, and I'll have a review up hopefully in a week. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.